Hey Enablers, happy Friday, Mike Kunkel here. Welcome to episode 10 of Sales Enablement Straight Talk. Today, I want to talk about something that doesn't get mentioned a lot. It's the fact that enablement work, or to be more specific, to be highly successful at enablement and deliver a business impact, requires significant leadership capability. If you think about everything enablers need to do to serve their sales force and deliver results, this isn't really surprising, is it? That's why it puzzles me that it's not talked about more often. And with so much to learn to do enablement well, just think about all of the moving parts of the building blocks of sales enablement. Most enablers are already scrambling and learning nonstop. But you know what many aren't doing? Yeah, you guessed it. They're not purposefully taking leadership development courses, reading, or working with a coach or mentor on their leadership capabilities that are required to successfully navigate a complex role and a career in the sales performance improvement profession. And even fewer are being supported by their companies to do it. Now, think about some of the commonly known demands of an enablement role. Cross-functional collaboration with leaders in many other functions, a lot of whom outrank you on the leadership food chain. Navigating silos and leaders who act like it's a turf war when you just want to collaborate for the betterment of the sales force. Think about the need to win the hearts and minds of your frontline sales managers who have way too much on their plates already. Or earning respect from your sellers, especially if you haven't done their job personally. There are many bosses out there who suffer from bright shiny object syndrome or who are masters of disaster, meaning an executive overreactor to the last thing that went wrong. Or how about CFOs who just see enablement as a cost center versus an investment in improving the effectiveness, efficiency, and output of a sales force? Or dealing with other leaders who don't understand what enablement really is, does, or can be, and just think it's a fancy new word for training and want to put you in a small box and limit your impact. Look, there are many others, including a few more in the newsletter this week, but I'll stop with this one. How about struggling with bosses who are ineffectual bobblehead leaders? They nod at your plans and what you say you need to deliver the results they want. But when you really need their support to gain engagement, resolve a conflict, or hold someone accountable, they fade into the woodwork and become invisible. I'll stop there. I believe I've made my point. So, what's an enabler to do? What should we do? Well, in this week's newsletter, I provide a big list of capabilities to help navigate these types of challenges and other similar issues, and provide over a dozen resources to explore. So if you're an enabler and you haven't been fortunate to work somewhere that has invested in purposely developing your leadership skills, you need to grab the reins and ensure your own growth in learning. Do a self-assessment and a gap analysis and create a plan to close those gaps over time until you become the type of leader that you want and need to be to thrive in an enablement role and make the business impact that you want to make. In the newsletter, as I mentioned, I've provided a bunch of resources that you can research to get started. The rest, well, that's up to you. I hope this helps, enablers, and as always, make an impact with enablement.